Night of Fear was intended as the pilot episode to a proposed horror television program known as Fear. The show wasn't made, for they managed to release this 50-minute feature for theatrical distribution anyway. I'm spoiling it with screen caps, but the premise is one which speaks for itself, I imagine. A girl gets lost in the bush, she gets encountered by a crazy old psychopath. Oh, you all know about Wolf Creek now, right? Night of Fear is ugly, mostly pointless or entirely, and a really sick, sadistic, smug thing. Has creative merit as a horror production. How director Terry Burke made so much out of so little is admirable, but a major classic this might not be considered, frankly. A bit about Burke from his Wikipedia article. David Stratton described him as a second-rate director. A second-rate critic might know that. Actor and writer Roger Ward called him a shifty but clever and cunning little character who did a lot of work. Some was good. However, the good was cancelled out by his cavalier attitude to money, always other people's, his disrespect of his peers, and an almost obsessive jealousy of anyone else in the industry. To his credit, Terry had an uncanny ability to make a tiny creek in the suburbs of Sydney look like the little black bollocks of Vietnam. He could also carve a piece of cardboard, put lights behind it, and shoot it with a title beneath, and those that saw it on the silver screen would swear it really was a Manhattan skyline. He could shoot beneath a doctored typewriter, or through a disassembled camera, or use a single house for the entire shoot of a film. At best, he was an egotistical asshole who was nowhere near as talented as he imagined he was. He was also a pathological liar, but that's show business. Profile on Oz Movies said, Burke was an ineffably optimistic and enthusiastic director who lived to direct films, but he also couldn't direct traffic, let alone a feature film. Well, that's not quite correct. He could direct traffic, but only if it crashed and banged and caught fire and exploded and featured excessive nudity and bonus kinky moments. This film doesn't feature the latter so much, frankly. We'll be discussing some more of Burke's films down the road if we continue throughout the entire 1970s. We certainly will be eventually. At least one of them, anyway.